Look at this poser. So I took my car to an exhaust place today because I figured they specialize in, you know, fixing fucking exhaust pipes and shit. Oh, I got a limited amount of money here. I got some replacement bolts. I just can't remove the bolts from the manifold to the downpipe on the exhaust system. For the labor and everything else, we can just put a new starter in for you. I'm like, yeah, I got one. Unfortunately, it's sitting at the house right now. So this video is kind of out of order with everything. I'll explain why. I figured win-win. They have a lift. They're going to replace my starter. It's not going to cost that much more. I'm at a shop. The last pictures of my original starter that I turned into a Mad Max Thunderdome starter with a real aluminum and a real pipe wrap heat protectant. I get to the shop, they have the starter removed from the block, and it's sitting on top of the two exhaust pipes, and I'm like, they're like, we can't get it out, and they're trying to wiggle it around. I'm like, no, you can't remove the starter without removing the two bolts that I asked you guys to replace, because there's no way of removing the starter the way it's shoved in between two exhaust pipes and the engine block and the suspension arm. So then the guy's like, well, can we just cut the pipe? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So after cutting my cross pipe, they had to trim down some of my shielding and put the starter in, and got the starter in finally. Not only that, I'm watching one guy hold up a 15-pound starter between an engine block and muffler pipes, and then the other guy has a sawzall about to cut the guy's fucking hand off. I wanted to record everything when it was done and welded, and it kind of looked like shit, but, you know, it was in there. I'm like, cool, you know, all good. And he's like, fire it up. Let's see if it, you know, starts. I go to crank it over. No noise. Just like the heat soak noise when my starter gets too hot and my car won't run. So they test the starter out and to tell me that basically my starter selinoid is bad, and I bought a brand new starter that doesn't work. So I had to call O'Reilly's and be like, yeah, you know the starter I just bought from you guys a couple months ago? Yeah, it's bad. I need to order another one to replace the new one. Can't fix stupid. Yeah, I'm glad I recorded that license plate there at their shop. Kind of fits it all, doesn't it?
We've got some footage here of the bullshit, which began just after 3 o'clock this afternoon.
So great, how do I replace this new replacement starter that has no heat shielding at all on it, and I have no new bolts to remove to replace that starter because I know I will have to?